Hello everybody, Zappy here for more My Hero Academia. We're on episode 16 now of Season 3. So, we are doing a provisional license exam. I don't know how many, rounds or, activities are involved in this. But we have started the first one, which includes 6 balls. I believe I said 7. I don't know why I wrote down 7. I don't know why. Why would they give 7 balls? And each student has 3 targets that they can place anywhere on them as long as it's not in the armpits or it has to be visible. And you use the balls to hit them. However, it's only the last one that matters, right? If somebody has 2 targets already eliminated, it's whoever gets the last hit on the last target that's what counts as an elimination. So that'll be the strategy I would be going for. Yeah, Bakugo and Kirishima's gone off on their own, and Todoroki's gone off on his own as well. And we're against Shiketsu and the other one I didn't get the name of, right? Yeah, I don't think I did. I didn't get the other name. But yeah, I believe last episode I was confused at where who exactly was taking part. Apparently there are other schools in this one that just haven't been mentioned yet. And I did ask where 1B was, if they were there as well. And no, because earlier on in the episode, I did see while editing, earlier on in the episode, Vlad did say that they get split up to different places. So they're not going up against each other essentially. So yeah, 1B is elsewhere. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna get on with it because I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. So yeah, we'll see what goes on episode 16. So let's go. Okay, episode 16. Yeah, I feel like almost not a lot happened in this episode. I mean, we got a lot of information regarding other people, new characters and their quirks and stuff. But I feel like we never really got anywhere significant. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of it didn't move forward a lot. Because pretty much immediately, well, there was a pretty long I can't think of the word, refresher, at the start. Flashback, what the fuck what do you call it? A recap, yeah? Recap, right? For what happened last episode. And then, immediately, Shindo did the whole thing with his quirk. Basically got them all split up. Which I don't really think they should have been that far apart, really. You know what I mean? They couldn't have been that far apart. And yeah, and then pretty much it all just took place with Kami and Deku, and then after that whole thing, it basically went to Todoroki, and we got the start of what's basically going to go down next episode, I guess. So yeah, I feel not a lot happened. We got a lot of information on the opponents essentially. But other than that, there was not a lot, which I guess is sort of good. I mean, because you kind of want to know these things, considering that's who they're going to be going up against. But I feel that'll only be worth it if these characters are reoccurring. But we'll have to see. So we've got who is it? Shikue, I think so. Stiffening. He can make things hard. The first thing that fucking popped into my mind, and not a lot of the people aren't going to be surprised by it, right? Making things hard. But the thing that made me laugh was the fact that President Mike had to add at the end, accept living things. Because that's just, I don't know. I feel like specifically for the dub, I feel like they added that in as almost a joke. I don't know if they did it in the sub or not, but I feel like they would have at least known about that. Like having to specify that except living things, you can't make living things hard. I don't know. The first thing that popped in my head though, Itajiro boomerang. It's got like precise aim, so you can like sort of lock on, I guess. I mean, he says lock on. I don't know if he's like truly got like a homing, like a homing like quirk that can just basically chase after something until it gets destroyed, which is what Pinky's acid did. Tatami telescopic. She can pull her body into herself. Just fucking weird. So that's an interesting one, like a turtle. Oh god. And also with that, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on what exactly the rules are here, because the guy said that you can place the targets anywhere on your body as long as they're visible. So they can't be in fucking like crevices or shit. So if Tatami can just pull our body into herself, that can just like she can literally just hide her targets almost inside of herself. Right? I don't know. And then Kami later, but she wasn't even wearing any, so I don't even know. And then Shindo can vibrate and like anything that he touches. However, when he does it, he can't move. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see if that'll fuck him over at any point. Like the fact that when he uses his quirk, he can't move. I feel like that'll probably come back to bite him in the ass. And yeah, Inasa, the guy who's supposed to be battling Todoroki, he's got like a fucking like a tornado kind of wind kind of quirk that only took the balls, which is interesting. I feel like they haven't specified what his quirk is or what it does specifically, but I feel like the fact that they mentioned that it only took up the balls, that there may be something interesting with his quirk. Because I mean, My Hero likes to do that anyway. Like they like to make like each quirk not just like entirely straightforward and whatnot without its drawbacks, or like the way that it works is interesting. So I think possibly what his quirk might be is that you can sort of choose a specific thing for his power to affect. Possibly. I know, because obviously he would have had a ball, right? If he was able to just choose, like, alright, my power is going to affect this, like this and everything that is like this in this vicinity, then he could just get up, he could just focus all the balls and take them. And by doing that, yeah, so you can use other people's balls against them then. That was a question that I had last week. And that was answered. And he just straight up took down 120 people. Like, you know what I mean? I guess like I'm thinking, like, you know what I mean, that I mean the odds are, right? If there was 120 people down there and he took all of their balls, right, well then fine, you've got 120 people times 6. Is how many balls they've got and how many balls he actually managed to throw. However, still, the odds are of hitting every single target with each of them balls is fucking, like, next to minuscule. You know what I mean? I feel like because he was using a tornado to just fucking, or just straight out wind pressure to just throw it, there isn't a precise, like, attack. So he can't, like, aim every single one of them balls at a specific place. He just threw them down, hoping that they would get hit. So, you know, like, I mean, yeah, like some of them would be able to hit, like I'd imagine, yeah. But for for all of the people down there, for all of them to to get hit 3 times. 120 people to get hit 3 times. That the odds of that are very fucking slim. But you know what I mean. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt because it's anime, so whatever. You know what I mean. They were just showcasing how powerful he is. Essentially, that's what they were doing. So you know what I mean. It's not something to take too seriously, is it? Yeah. So right on to Cammy. So, I like how she brought up the fact that the whole smiling thing. One of the first things she did was it's weird that you're smiling even though you're in trouble. And then of course, you know what I mean, she's interested in Deku because you know what I mean, all of them that pop up seem to. Fucking yep. So yeah, I like how Cammy was she wasn't using a quirk to start off with. She was just making her opponent blind and deaf to where she was. Like she was using sort of like magician techniques where, like, you know what I mean, you're focused on one thing, but you're not looking at where you kind of should be, you know. So she was just like basically eliminating her own presence, but that had nothing to do with her quirk. She was just you know, she was just using that to her advantage, which is pretty cool. But then we got to learn what our power is, and she basically shapeshift. I don't know, like how I don't know to what extent she can shapeshift. I imagine if she can shapeshift literally into another person, then she can shift into anything. Maybe like not like something that's like bigger than her or requires like a hell of a lot more mass, because then that would be stupid. But you know what I mean, she could, like, as long as she's got like the same mass as an object that she wants to turn into, maybe she can. I don't know. But we didn't get any clarification on what her quirk is either. We just kind of have to guess at what it is and what its limitations are. But yeah, she wasn't wearing targets. So what? Surely that. First of all, right? If she is, I don't know. If she shapeshifted into a Chaco, right? Does she shapeshift along with the targets that are already in place on her, or does she shapeshift like the targets as well? You know, because you know it's not like all the targets are on the same place on everybody. You get to pick where you want to put them. So if we're trying to put them like, I don't know, what's the easiest way, right? 2 on each boob and then 1 on like a belly button or something like that, right? Would Cammy have to shapeshift with that in mind, or would she have to keep? And also, if they were hit, would it count? You know what I mean? I don't know. But she clearly wasn't wearing any targets when she was when she had this, like, I don't know what it was. It was just, I don't know if it was just censoring or what. But when they were like, oh my god, you're clearly naked, it's like, oh, I'll get some new clothes there. Well, I don't know if that like you could say it was other, like, it was like a more white sort of bodysuit kind of thing. I don't know if that's just censoring or what. But she clearly didn't have any targets on there. Like, that's not allowed, right? How is that allowed? Surely you'd be fucking disqualified for shit like that. You can't do that. And that's the thing. I don't think it's specified the rules enough. I mean, I was getting bored of fucking listening to that guy anyway, but you know what I mean. But fucking hell, like, that has got to be illegal. You can't just like not. You can't just run around without any targets on. But you know, well, whatever. Yeah, so we've got Todoroki versus the ninjas. I don't even know, what is this. Is it just a school where they're ninjas? Is that what that is? Is it just its own school and you basically you're a ninja if you go there? Like, you're kind of forced to wear this as almost like a uniform, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just a niche kind of just like a niche school. It's like if you want to be a fucking badass ninja, you can go here. Okay. I don't know. But the only the guy who, I guess, like the main guy, the guy who's in red or whatever, he's like Ant-Man. Because Ant-Man has those like little fucking technology things that he can throw at stuff, and it make it bigger, right? That's pretty much what this guy has, except he can he doesn't need a little tech thing. I guess he just whatever he comes into contact with, I guess he can make bigger over the course of like a few seconds, because obviously when he has the nut, he doesn't make it big and then throw it. He throws it and then it becomes big. So there must be a time limit on what he on like that kind of thing. But I'm guessing he has to touch it. It's not like he can just look at something over there and be like, make that big. I'm guessing he has to touch it. And I don't know to what extent that does, because obviously he's making little things big, like nails and fucking and nuts and bolts and shit like that. But like, if he was to, I don't know, like, could he make himself big? Could he, I don't know, get a car and make that fucking humongous? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the last thing was Deku's boot, and it retracted. It's got like a spring retraction feature, which sort of, what did he say? He said like doubles the impact, or is it the idea that one for all, when Deku sort of uses it as wind pressure, right? And like, does the retraction sort of, because it's spring, if it's spring loaded, does it like increase the impact, or does it make a second impact? Like, does it like hold, like, does it use the wind pressure? Does the spring use the wind pressure and sort of like directs the wind pressure again? Because I feel like what Deku did was he sort of had his foot on, like, I don't know if it was on like flat ground, or if it was against like a sort of like a, I'd say a mountain, but obviously it's not a mountain, but like a sort of hill or whatever the fuck. But like, it's like, it retracted, and then it almost like it hit again, but like it tore through the sort of that hill, that sort of fucking that landmass. So I guess what I'm asking is like, does it just increase the fucking, does it increase the sort of the potency of the wind pressure, or does it double it? Or does it just direct the current wind pressure again? Which is kind of like doubling it again, I guess. Because I didn't quite understand what they meant by that. But it's cool though. It means that, like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what I like. I like how the costumes aren't just for show. You know what I mean? That actually help. You know, it's more like, it's less like fucking, it's because then it's like less like Superman and more like, I mean, well, yeah, I guess you can say, like, when it comes to like All Might or whatever, his like costume doesn't really do anything, but you know, I prefer the suits that actually like help and increase things, or like make it so that certain quirks don't have the limitations that they normally have. You know what I mean? So obviously Bakugo's gauntlets, or or Deku's like, obviously he's got braces for arms, but like this whole like retracting thing that he's got in his boot. You know, and I'm sure the other guys have them as well. I know fucking bloody Kaminari's got that like fucking thing on his wrist, which I don't know. It looks like it's like obviously it's held on by a bracelet, and then it's got like three sort of almost like exhaust kind of things. I wonder if you can just direct like electricity with it, because he says that it goes everywhere, right? When he just uses it, like he can't just fire it at one person. Like he has to, like, when he uses it, it just goes everywhere in a sort of radius. So I wonder if that kind of directs it, which would be cool. So yeah, I do like the sort of the suits that actually help. So yeah. All right then. So next week we'll get on with that. I'm sure. I want to see Bakugo, and I want to see what him and Kirishima are going to do. But I'm sure we'll get that next episode. We've got to get that next episode. But yeah, so that is all for now. So in the links in the description below, I have well, should I say, in the description below, I have links to certain things, Discord being one of them. When it comes to future polls for the shows that I am going to do in the future and things like that, that they all start on Discord. So if you want me to react to a certain show, that is the place where you want to be. So I urge people to go over there if you want that. We have like Dungeons and Dragons. If you're new or experienced, that's absolutely fine. We're fine with either, like karaoke and then streams and shit like that. So if you're interested in any of that, you can do that. Or if you just want to come over and chill and talk, and you can do as well, because I'm pretty much always there. I go under the name Zappy, so you know what I mean. If you don't know who I am in there, I go as Zappy. Yeah, Patreon as well in the description below. Early access is obviously the big one. I shell that quite a lot, but it's yeah, $5 a month, and for that you get like 4 reaction episodes to every show that I'm doing currently a week. So Steins Gate, Haikyuu, Tokyo Ghoul Code Geass, you get 4 episodes of those a week. You know, and then obviously because Steins Gate's coming to like an end now, the show that takes over that will get 4 episodes a week as well. So that's 16 across all shows a week. That's 64 across the whole month. So you know, you get 32 videos more than what the general public gets for $5 a month. So you know, if you are clamoring for more reactions from me, that's the place to go. Yeah, I'm also doing Parasite. So if you want to watch me react to Parasite while it is airing, then you're gonna have to be a $15 patron on Patreon to watch that while it's airing. However, if you can't justify the price, don't worry, you're not going to be left out. That reaction series will be uploaded to YouTube once I've finished reacting to it. So that'll be in about 2.5 months' time. But yeah, if you don't want to watch it now, then you'll have to be a $15 or more patron on Patreon. Yes, we have the $50, which is the elite tier. That's $50 a month. That basically gives you, you know, you can message me a show that you want me to react to, and it'll get put in the queue, and then I will react to that eventually. Or if you want to skip the queue, it's $100 a month. So if you pay like $100 on Patreon to me, then you can pick a show. It'll basically jump the queue, and I'll react to it pretty much from immediately to like very soon. So you know, so yeah, there's that. And yeah, my address, PO box address, is in the description below. So if you do want to send me anything at all, you can do with that address there. I'll open it up on video and react to it. It'll be a nice little addition to the video. But if you don't want me to open it up on video, then you can just tell me with the package, and I'll make sure not to do that. But yeah, if you do want to send me anything, the PO box address is in the description below. And yeah, that is all. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.